on WFNZ News Talk 640 AM and now on 103.5 HD2 WFNZ.
News Talk 640 WFNZ. The lovely face you see on the screen right now is that of STACEY BUCKNER. She's with the North Carolina Serves Network Relations Coordinator, and that's what you do, besides the fact that you are also involved with the Off-Road Outreach Program.
Yeah.
And you are a CNN hometown hero. We are so proud of you, Stacey.
Yes, I know. It's been a couple of years, but I still love it. I still love being able to use that to get into places.
Well, it's gotten you in here on a couple of occasions. You come in on the first Wednesday at 8:05. We made a slot for you so you can come and bring us up to date on a lot of the things that you have going on in the community. Last time you couldn't make it, but I was able to pitch some of the things that you had that particular weekend that was going on. I'm going to let you have it because we got Fred Surgeon coming in here in a little bit. What do you have going on now that's important for our community to know?
So one of the big events that's coming up is our annual Lumbee Veterans Stand Down, and that's going to be June 6th. That's this Saturday. It's going to be out in Pembroke at the Boys and Girls Club, 120 Youth Drive, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's a really important event. There's over 5,000 veterans living in Robeson County. It's one of the most underserved populations in the state. So, if you're a veteran or if you're a family member of a veteran, come on out there. We have services for you. There'll be VSOs on spot ready to help you with anything you need.
Now, what's a VSO?
Veteran Service Officer. Yeah, we got to make sure using those acronyms. I know. Veteran Service Officers. We'll have a lot of other organizations out there. It's being sponsored by NC Serves, Veteran Services of the Carolinas, Blue Cross Blue Shield, NC Works.
And we've had those like VFW 6018, they'll have a stand down locally here. And I know a lot of the activities that go on in terms of what the services are that are available out there. Kind of give us a clothesline list of some of the things that the veterans can get, haircuts or whatever. How's this one going to work?
Yeah, so this one will be a little bit different. So we will be giving out a lot of gear to our literally homeless veterans who are experiencing homelessness. And we will also be having, like I said, the veteran service officers out there helping with benefits claims and things like that. And I think that's one of the more important things because people always say, our vets always say, I can't get in to get an appointment or, I've been trying for years and this is the time and place to come. You want to get your benefits? Come on out.
Well, you're looking at one who's done this for 40 years. It took me 40 years to get my first one.
We talked about this.
Well, the thing about it is it is a challenge because you can't get records. In some cases, there was a fire, I think, that destroyed some of the records. Not in my case, but there was a fire that destroyed some. And so you have Vietnam-era veterans who are just going without it. And I hate to say it, it just seems like sometimes the way the procedure is set up, it is frustrating. It makes you want to just say forget about it. It makes it feel like you're begging for services, and that should not be the case.
No.
That we have someone who's served the country, who made the commitment, put their life on the line. Maybe they didn't die, but they didn't pay the ultimate sacrifice, but still they were promised that they would be taken care of. And so,
that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be taking care of you.
It's not a charity. It is something that the veterans earn through their service, raising their hand.
I'm glad you said that because a lot of people think that it is a charity. No, it's not. You're absolutely entitled and deserving of those benefits. They're there for you.
Well, and I think one part of the challenge, as I went through this as a young lieutenant, getting out back in the 70s. There are a lot of service members who didn't want to talk about what happened to them.
Sure.
There are a lot of service members who had an awful lot of pride. I know that I saw people coming back from Vietnam with limbs missing and all that kind of stuff, and I just felt like I didn't want to take away from them. And the way it was explained to me, they're two different pots.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad someone explained that to you, man, because you're right. It's two different pots. And if you are not getting those benefits, guess what? That money will go somewhere else because it's not being used.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, so you have that event coming up.
Yep.
What else you got on the plate?
All right, so our next event is going to be the Unite Us Mini Summit. That's going to be at the Department of Social Services on July 30th from 1 to 4 p.m. And that's just going to be getting providers, organizations, nonprofits, healthcare providers into one room to talk about our platform. It's a free referral platform called Unite Us, and we want you to join it. It's free to nonprofits, and we have over 3,000 providers with over 6,000 services. So we'll be doing some training, some introduction to the program.
So if people want to be involved with these things, what do they do? How do they reach out? How do they get in touch? How's that work?
You can reach out to Veteran Services of the Carolinas or reach out to me directly at stacy.buckner@abccm.org.
And of course, it costs $50 a person to be involved.
No.
Yeah, I'm just funning you.
Free.
Yes,
absolutely free.
Well, how do you make it free? What you have grants? How does that work for you guys?
Yep. We have grants. We have corporate support, sponsorships, that sort of thing, and that's for off-road outreach. But for Veteran Services of the Carolinas, they're a ministry of Asheville-Buncombe Community Christian Ministries, just one of those ministries. So we have over 300 churches helping us, supporting us.
Stacey, you've been doing this for quite some time. How long for you? When you
since 2015.
Right, and I know your story because I did your story on television.
Right,
and it's amazing. It's an amazing story.
You've seen me grow.
I have seen you grow.
Yeah,
and
organically.
Well, exactly.
Yeah,
and the fruits and vegetables that you provide, that is what you're alluding to. Out at where's that located, and how's that program going?
So we just had our grand opening of our greenhouses over at My Rover Reese Recovery Home. So we have a full-blown greenhouse operation over there. That's going to be supporting those veterans in recovery there, and also those veterans experiencing food scarcity in the community. So, the Veggies for Vets program has again, it's organically grown, pun intended there, but it's been something that is really, it's therapeutic.
Well, I was going to say, it's something about putting a hand in the dirt that really brings you back.
Yes.
To a certain reality.
Yeah.
And then to reap the benefit of the harvest has to be something special as well. Stacey, you've been doing this for quite some time here. Every time I talk to you, you branched off, and it seems like to another area. I thought I worked hard. Seems like you're nonstop. But let's just go back to the nomination for the Hometown Hero Award. With the story I did with you is you met a homeless person and you took them some toiletries.
Yeah.
And the woman said, "What am I going to do with this?" Explain that, because that's just touched my heart.
I was doing what a lot of people do, and that's just giving because it's in your heart to give. But I realized very quickly that you need to give with intent. You got to have intention in your giving, because I had not realized that there were no shower facilities back then in 2015 for them to go to. So basically, I was giving her a packet of things to carry around all day, or litter, so or she didn't need, or just throw away. So it was a learning lesson in how to properly give and to properly serve the community. So. I realized that they needed a shower, and I had one on my Jeep, so it kind of grew into that.
Well, and I was touched by what she said to you after she took the shower. Share that with us.
Miss Alabama, that was her name. She had not showered in probably 3 years, and you've been out in the field, Gil.
Sure.
10 days. You feel like you're going to die if you don't have a shower. So just imagine 3 years. And she had been hit by a car, so she was in a wheelchair. And she had maggots in and around her genitalia area and stuff, because she had not, had a shower in 3 years. So gave her that shower, got her all cleaned up, and you can make me cry this morning, Gil. She said she felt like a shiny new penny. And just to see her smile. And I hadn't seen her smile before. Didn't know that she had such a beautiful smile, But yeah, I miss her. She's since passed away, and I wish I could have told her how much of an impact she had on my life and others, because of her, I started off-road outreach.
Okay, well, look, I'm not going to make you cry because you're going to make me cry.
Yeah.
I had Rachel Dunsing's name under you for a second because I was so intrigued by the story, I forgot to punch her out, and I put your name back up underneath. So if you watch the podcast, you'll see that you're not Rachel Dunsing.
Okay.
You're Stacey Buckner, NC Services Network Relations Coordinator.
Yes.
And we're happy to have you here.
Thank you, Gil.
The first Wednesday of the month at 8:05 is your time. We just made up a time for you.
We just said it.
Because that time is good for you in order
is.
to make it happen. And so continue on with your work. Do it, and now it's time for me to give you the boot.
Yeah, God bless.
That's it. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Stay where you are for a second here. You're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. We've got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
I appreciate it.
After a cool start to our Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon we'll have sunny skies and a high of 86. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low of 56, and Thursday will be mostly sunny with a high of 88. Temperatures are already starting to heat up, and we expect high temperatures in the 90s this weekend with no rain until early next week. That is your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Rachel, thank you. 61 right now. Fayetteville, Hope Mills, and also at Fort Bragg. You're listening to News Talk 640. We are WFNC.
Cumberland County's hometown news and information source. News Talk 640 WFNC. Stream online at WFNC.